Go check that out.
All right. So the first question, this nigga. Matter of fact, tell me when you ready.
I'm ready, but I ain't say I wasn't ready. You
All
just seen me grab something. Say this nigga.
right. Hey. Let's answer TK question first. He said, "What made you start with music?"
um, okay, specifically, what made me start with music was I was going through something called like anxiety. And I heard about it before, but I didn't know too much about it. But I went through that and I was trying to listen to the music I had been listening to. And it wasn't helping me get any better, you know. I kept hearing stuff about murder, kill, and that's what was on my mind at the time, stuff like that. So I decided to start making music that I would like, you know, to calm me down. And when I got into that, I fell in love with it, and I'm still learning every day. So yeah, going through a tough time, and really just, you know, making my way out just by, you know, talking to the mic like therapy. So that's why I started.
I'm not gonna lie to you. What music was you listening to that made you think murder, kill?
I was listening to I listen to a lot of, I ain't gonna put them out there like that, but a lot of dirt around that time. A lot of like, it just anybody though. Like it don't gotta be nothing where it's just a song called Murder, Kill, but it's always a couple bars in there about I'm gonna take a nigga head off and whack, and it like, and then you'll hear it on like amplified when you know, when it's on your mind and shit like that. So it
No,
was
I
one of
get
the
it. They,
things.
they they definitely be pumping fucking bad energy into the community.
No cap, bro.
But we got TK dropped another question, but we're gonna do that one after we do this question from Instagram. It was from the homie Tontic.
Okay.
He said, "What do you think matters more right now? How the music sounds, or the image and how you look?" He said, "Because I've seen artists be so bad, but everybody listens to them because they have a good promotion." What do you think about that personally?
You saying how the music sounds or how it looks? I
He said, "What matters more, how the music sounds, or your image and how you look?"
to me right now, it's about how the music sounds. All guns.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, cause I feel like personally, you can dress up. You can't really dress up shit. Like it's not gonna last long. It's just gonna be like a quick moment and then you gone. Like you could have something flashy, but if it's ass, they ain't gonna be like remembering that to tell their grandkids. So if you work on the
Yeah.
music first, all that other shit will come later. Like you'll have opportunities just cause of like the music, and that's what I believe in. So I'm gonna take that path, you know. So I'm big on the music first. You know what I'm saying? Big on the music first.
Okay. I kind of agree, but like at the end of the day, you do have to realize that at this point, this is an industry of sellability or marketability. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? We was also talking about a couple of minutes ago about how I know a nigga that posts more than anybody else, but like he kind of a dork.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like you have to have some type of marketability.
Mm.
But the thing is, what he don't understand is I'm not saying he can't be on. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? You could be a dork, just lean into it. Look at Logic.
yeah.
Logic crushing it on the dork shit. You
Facts.
know what I mean? But like that's his aesthetic. He leaned into that. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah, I feel
Just
you.
know your audience. Find your audience. There's an audience for everybody. I just feel like that one specific person that I was talking about, I'm not gonna say their name, but I feel like they're trying to reach an audience that isn't necessarily theirs.
Mm.
If they just, you know what I mean?
That'd be the biggest
But
thing. That'd be the biggest thing. Um,
what?
like thinking, like trying to reach for an audience that you want, but doesn't want you. I guess something like that. That's not your real audience. Like you know what I'm saying? Cause of course we all want our audience to be cool like us or cooler than us, but sometimes you might be the cool person to your audience. You feel me? You
The
might be that
I feel
guy.
like that's what being a celebrity is being the cool person to your audience.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
no cap. Cause they following you for a reason. It's just like you gotta figure out why they following you, and then figure out what you gonna sell them. Cause like I said, like okay, if I want to be flashy and stuff, I know that's not gonna benefit me because I'm trying to grow a community of like-minded people who will support my visions and buy what I sell them that can help them out. Because I feel like they similar to me, so I would sell to them what I sell to myself, whether that be a good vibe, music, or if it's like merch or something. I'm gonna have you dripped out of my stuff. You feel me?
Yeah.
Facts, bro.
All right, we got a question from TK. He said, by now, how has music changed your mental state?
By now, it gave me a sense of clarity and I'll say not a trauma dump spot, but somewhere where I could get things off my mind and not hold on to them. So it's been like a place for release and also a place for like growth and stuff too. But it gave me a lot of clarity because I was able to talk about it in the moment, how I was feeling, then look back later dates and like, okay, that's why I was feeling the way I was feeling. So yeah.
We got another question from the homie Tontic. He said, what are some artists or things in your life that inspire you?
Some artists or things in my life that inspire me. Okay. Artists. I would say an artist that inspires me is Kodak. I would say that's one artist who inspired me, when I seen him. And two, who another person? Because he from one, like, the city, not the same city, but the same place and area. So he was able to make it out and reach success. That's one reason why that's an inspiration. And I just say some things that are inspiring to me is just being able to provide inspiration in some sort of way, whether that be me walking outside with a smile on my face and somebody noticing it. I don't have people come up and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You got a leg and you still smiling. That just made me feel like I don't gotta complain about what I'm complaining about. And you know what I'm saying? With the music too, it's like I'm inspired because I can do this myself every day I wake up. I don't have to go wait on a studio session. I don't gotta wait on nobody, a gatekeeper to let me release. I can just release it whenever I want to at my crib and make it happen. Like, that's my biggest inspiration because I'm working for me, and I know it's a possibility, a strong possibility that it could pay off, and I'll be able to have generational wealth.
TK said something, but I can't see it because you gotta scroll down a little bit.
I got you.
But while we doing that, I'm gonna just ask the next question. Actually, I think this question was for me. I mean, I'm pretty sure you can, put in on it. But it says, as a producer, what's the best way to get consistent placements? And that's from Anonymous. No, I believe, honestly, just being likable. And one, being likable, and two, always being in the room, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? Like, always being in the room. You always want to be in the room when something is going down. And when I say be in the room, I don't necessarily mean like physically in the room, but always be on people's mind. You know what I mean? Constantly be contacting people, constantly be hanging out with people, constantly be building relationships and like making real, genuine friendships with. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know how many placements I've got just because a nigga was like, oh, Khalik, that's the homie. Let me call Khalik. You know what I mean? I know Khalik ain't doing shit. Let me call him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, just being available and having people like you. Honestly.
Yeah. That's about it right there. Stand on somebody's mind and being available. Yeah. And that's the best you can do. Like, as an upcoming producer, when you don't know nobody, like get to know people, of course, but being available and making yourself available to those who actually like your music, that's gonna get you a lot of places, bro. So that's great tip. That's a great tip.
Did you see what TK said? He said, that's exactly what your music does too. helped me get through shit that wasn't even that deep. Just had to get it over with. Hell yeah, definitely. WWW music. W Take
Facts.
5K. Look at that nigga, he
Facts.
cheesing from fucking.
Hey, I knew. Look, as soon as I activated the smile, I knew bro was gonna be like, "Look at this nigga cheesing." Like, hey, facts, bro.
Nah,
Appreciate
that's
you.
real shit. All jokes aside, that's a W thing when you could actually, make an impact on other people's lives.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of people get into music and shit for the wrong things. They get in it just to feed their own egos and just to be like, look at me, I'm doing this. It's like, nah, like you out here, and that's not the first time somebody said something like that to you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you out here really doing, like, I remember I was gonna post this one thing from our interview. You know what I mean? And it was like you was saying like some super positive shit, and I was gonna post it and clown on you like, look at this positive ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, you 33, stop being negative, nigga. Like, I need more positivity in the world, bro.
Hey, that caption would have got people clicking on it though. They would have been like, "What he talking about?" And hey, that's what I say, bro. The strategy with the vibe, bro. That they go a long way. That shit crazy.
Hey, that's what's up.
That's what
Hold
I
on,
do it for. Okay.
Let me open. My bad, my phone closed. This was from the homie Monte. Shout out Big Monte. He just dropped a song like a week ago. It said, "What's your opinion on labels?"
My opinion on labels is know what you want from them before you go in. Like, know what your morals is, like what you will do, what you won't do. Because I feel like that it's a tool. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just another tool. Like, they're big, they can get you to places, but it's like before you commit to something, like a contract or whatever it may be, know what you're getting out of it and know if it's gonna be worth like those stipulations. But me, I feel like I wouldn't say I don't see myself ever working with a label, but I feel like I need to get on my end my leverage up before I even think about dealing with a label, because if you're coming from a position where it's like you need it, then it's just like they're gonna hang it over your head and, like, you know what I'm saying, of course you're gonna take it if the money there in front of your face if you're dumb, but if you play it smart, build your leverage up, get your community flowing, I feel like a label would be a great thing to take you to that next step in the world. And you know what I'm saying, if you got a leverage, be able to maintain your masters. That's the biggest plan right there. Like yeah, just gotta know what you're dealing with before you get in there with them big dogs, them contracts. Nah,
Why you say it like that?
them big dogs. No cap, man. Hey, it's a dangerous game, I guess, out here in this life. And people, when it comes to that money, a lot of people don't be playing. You feel me? So hey.
All right, so we got a couple from the homie ATO Black. You met Black, cool dude. It said, "What's your least favorite thing about music, about the music business?"
Oh, my least favorite thing. My least favorite thing about the music business, I would say, all like the fact that okay, the simple fact of if you're signed to, well, that's like obvious, but if you sign to something, like the fact that it's a thing where you can't put out like the music you want to put out, you have to put out the music that they creatively critique or whatever. And that's one thing I don't like about it, but I can't say that's the biggest thing I don't like about it. I'm trying to think. I'm pondering, trying to think about the biggest thing. Cause I don't too much focus on what I don't like. I just like to focus on, you know, what's available for me to do. But I just say the fake relationships, all the, you know, the fake friends that be out there that just support you while you're up, and then when you fall off, there's nowhere to be found. So I see that happening, and stay away from that. That's all I can say. I don't have no super deep answer for that one because I'm still like I'm not in the industry all the way, but hey, I'm still learning. So hopefully it's not too much I don't like, you know.
Yeah.
No cap.
TK said something. He said, might as well listen to In Transit. Now y'all stay safe though. Keep the music coming and love greater than hate. W mans.
Hey, W bro. Mans. W bro. Appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Go run that up. Go run that up. Yes, sir. Share that everywhere. Yeah, we trying to blow this out.
No cap, man.
First real album. First real album, baby. Saying this wasn't a mixtape. This was an album. This wasn't a playlist. This was an album. This is your first real album, son.
Hey, I got a question
about that.
Well, me, I feel like first it was the first a lot of things. You know, first time working with a Discord. Through Discord, not a Discord producer, but working with a producer through Discord.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that would have been crazy. But
like, I'll be in the studio for real. Stop playing with me, son.
I'm a Discord producer. If anybody is, if there's nothing wrong with it, you just like to be at the crib. But nah, it was just a lot of learning experiences, I say, and you know, I just want to keep growing from this experience and take notes and just grow, you know, because it's definitely still going on. We still promoting this bit, so we got a couple more things we doing. But I like how it's going so far, you know what I'm saying? Doing way more than I expected it to do. Well, I don't know why I'm putting limits on myself, but you know.
Hey. Nah, that's the thing. I swear to God, it ain't over yet.
No cap.
We still got more shit, you know what I mean? More shit coming.
And it's gonna funnel right through.
Still got more marketing to do.
And I was gonna say too, my first time actually pushing like a mixtape project like all the way through was my last one, Time Will Tell. And that whole process with having like 2 or 3 different video shoot days where I went places and, you know, made clips and stuff. That was fun. Like I could see myself setting up a system to where it's like I'm making a mixtape every 2 months, and in between we got shoots, we like, you know what I'm saying, we doing all these things, and it's like a system, and it all plays into getting more people to join the community and making good music. Like that would be perfect in my eyes, like that shit, but it's cool because I'm ready to put in the work for this one and see where this one takes us, and we just gonna keep going. So yeah, I don't know why we ain't over like that. Like a whole that man.
That nigga thought he was cool.
No count, man.
I was trying to think of like viral shit we could do, like call it like the 96 Bulls challenge, where you just like make 6 free throws in a row with the song playing.
Yeah.
Something like that. I don't know. But anyway, back to these questions. Hey, shout out to TK, TK OFC.
Yeah,
shout out. That's a W, man. Yeah.
Shout out TK, of course. Appreciate you, bruh.
But next question. This was also from ATL Blizzy, ATL Black. He said, what is your definition of success in your music career?
Shit, right now, like honestly, like I ain't gonna say and sound cocky like that, right? But the goal that I got into this was to be able to change people's lives positively and do what I love, making music, you know what I'm saying? So I look at it like I'm successful now. Now it's just like, okay, how far can we push this? Because there's no limit. It's just how far can we go and where we gonna go. So that's my definition of success, is just doing me, being able to do this and not be confined by anybody else's rules for me, you know? Just that's success right there. Because that's why I say that's what I'm doing now. So it's gonna look bigger and it's gonna look like it's most successful to other people later, but really I'm doing this now, you know. Like this is what people wanted to do back in the days, but they didn't have the equipment and stuff. And now we got it, but the world is full of distractions and stuff. So it's like I'm able to zone out and just get in this, and this is what I love. Like, you feel me? Like that's fast, bro. No lie, bro. So yeah, that's my definition of success, bro. Appreciate you asking that.
I didn't ask that. ATL Black asked that.
That's what I always said it to him when he watched this video. I ain't want to say the nigga appreciate you for that's the ATL Black. Like he'll be like, maybe I should.
You remember Black popped up when we was in here with Monte, and he disappeared. Monte was like, "Where'd that black guy go?"
Oh man, that was funny, man.
Shout out to Monte.
Shout out Monte.
Shout out
man.
to Black.
Shout out them guys, man.
And his last question, I'm not even gonna ask you because I'm pretty sure you don't know the answer to. But yeah, that was all the questions that we got so far.
Just try to answer. Let me try to answer it.
How do you parallel compress?
How do you parallel?
All right, so that was all the questions we have so far.
You add an EQ to the bus, the bus next to the one you're EQing, and then you send it as a track to that bit. Then you go to YouTube and put it. You go to YouTube and you put it how to parallel compress. That's how you do it.
You go to YouTube, you type in parallel compression,
watch the video. He asked for an answer. That's how you do it, man. No doubt. My love, man.
I would answer it, but this is not about me. Nah, what's it called? We might do a part 2 if we, find some other questions. Whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. That's it for now. So yeah, holla at us in the next video. Let go. Oh yeah, buy my merch, nigga.
Buy my merch too, nigga. Yeah.
Hey.
I'll buy our merch.